What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another episode of NBA Weekly. I'm your host, Pee Wee the Plug, and I know y'all are wondering what I mean by that title. So listen, today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys why I think Anfernee Simons is not only a star in the making, but why he could be the savior for the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly has had a crazy year all year. With the Ben Simmons stuff, we've seen all type of rumors, all type of whispers. We've seen packages that they wanted, 3 or 4 first round picks. Damian Lillard who's not available. Bradley Beal who's not available. And right now, what we're seeing with the market is that there's not an equal value player out there for Ben Simmons. So what I'm suggesting is that Daryl Morey in Philly do something similar to what he did a few years ago in Houston when he took a chance with James Harden and took and bet on a sixth man of the year and put him in a situation to spread his wings and become an MVP caliber player season in and season out, and ultimately allow Houston to see success that they hadn't seen in a very long time. They were games away from going to the NBA Finals. I know Anfernee Simons isn't sixth man of the year. He hasn't shown the amount of potential that James Harden has showed in OKC. But from what we've seen this year and what I'm about to show you guys, this guy is the real deal and has game star potential. So sit back, relax. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here before and you know Pee Wee the Plug and my content, smash that like button. Let's get those likes all the way up and let's get into the film. So one of the first layers of Anfernee Simons' game that I think will go very well with the Philadelphia 76ers is his passing ability. Something I don't think get enough attention because we're all focused on his scoring and his athleticism, his shot making ability. But even with a pass like this, right, in transition, creating a window to slide a pass through to Norman Powell, and this pass allows Norman Powell to continue with his momentum, doesn't slow him down at all, and he's able to get a clear, clean look while Capella is chasing him down. If this pass has to slow Norman Powell up any bit, it could be a chase down block for Capella, keeping your teammate in rhythm, in stride, while also changing hands with your momentum without traveling or causing a turnover is super impressive. These are plays that don't show up in a box score numbers, right? I keep telling people, whenever you have a player like Anfernee Simons who's getting this his first major opportunity, numbers are going to go up. I'm not really concerned with numbers. That's inevitable. If a guy's playing 15 minutes a game and he starts playing 30, you double his minutes, his numbers are going to go up. But what I'm fascinated with Anfernee Simons is the actual plays of what we see when we're actually watching his game instead of just watching the numbers. Again, finding a teammate in stride. And what I love about this right here is Philadelphia, since they've had Joel Embiid, they haven't had another player who commands this much attention from a defense. If you see right here, this isn't a special play. He didn't create or anything. This isn't a Rajon Rondo, Chris Paul, level of playmaking. But everybody on the Miami Heat has their attention on Anfernee Simons, right? And what that allows is them to get caught napping. And you got a guy right here. This is the same type of cut I can envision a Matisse Thybulle making, right? All the attention is, again, on Anfernee Simons. And you just get in where you fit in is what we call it. And boom, he finds his teammate in rhythm and stride, and he's able to finish without allowing Martin to draw the charge. But again, the attention that he could put, or the pressure, the amount of pressure he can put on an opposing defense next to Joel Embiid could be extremely, extremely big time with the presence of Joel Embiid. Again, I'll let this one play through. But creative, head up, momentum, look at that. Open look for a teammate. Perfect with a Philadelphia 76er type team. Because when you do a handoff like this with Joel Embiid, the defense has to pay attention to this guy, the screener. If this is Joel Embiid, you know how much attention he's going to draw. Now also with the skill set of Anfernee Simons, because he's a shot maker, which we'll get to, because he's a guy who can create for himself, which we'll get into, you have to pay attention to him as well. All the attention he's commanding, you also have to account for the big right there on the roll. And his passing ability now allows you to pick your poison with opposing defenses. So that's what I'm doing. When I'm going through this film, I'm breaking down Anfernee Simons and showing the stardom that I see in him, but I'm also imagining him with a Philadelphia 76er. I'm imagining this to be a Seth Curry or a Tobias Harris, whoever you want it to be, one of their shooters. I'm envisioning this to be Joel Embiid. I'm just picturing him within the 76ers offense and with their players and what it would mean. Because as good as some of these guys are with the Portland Trailblazers, they're not as good as some of the 76ers players. Even here, we'll go through this. We got him going on the screen again with Nurkic. Simple pass, right? Nothing special at all. This isn't some crazy playmaking. Again, no Rondo or Chris Paul type stuff. But what I'm loving from Anfernee Simons is the fact that he has to be guarded like this. The big has to come this high. And again, the Philadelphia 76ers haven't had a guard that draws this much attention or put this much pressure on a defense next to what would be in Joel Embiid. And what I love about this is the fact that he has to be guarded this high. And what that does is it puts the defense at a disadvantage. Evan Mobley has to pick his poison. Are you going to give up a corner three, or are you going to give him a clear look? And again, this would be Joel Embiid. And boom, we see what Nurkic does. He goes over because he caught Evan Mobley trying to play both, him, the drive and the kick out, trying to play them both, make him pick his poison, and you just got one-on-one, which is essentially what the 76ers want anytime they can get it. The 76ers want to be able to get Joel Embiid as many one-on-one looks as they could, because Joel Embiid is a guy who's going to command a double team almost any time he touches the ball near the rim. And what I also appreciate about this particular play is a lot of times you'll see guards flip the pass right now, right over the head. As soon as they can feel these guys closing in, and get rid of it as fast as they can. But what I appreciate from Anfernee right here is he took that extra dribble, create an extra angle and window, allow them to come up here and get them in that situation where they're going to be at a disadvantage. And now you create, boom. He has to pick his poison. If he commits all the way, that's all you want is options. He can kick it, but smart enough for Nurkic, he wasn't fooled with the bait from Evan Mobley with that wingspan. He was praying he would try to make that pass. That wingspan is getting tipped, and they going the other way, right? So shout out to Nurkic with just being aggressive and going up on Evan Mobley right there. Another play, Anfernee Simons right here against the Sacramento Kings. The screen coming from Nurkic. Incredible pass. This is one of the best passes I've ever seen him make. This is where I said, okay, he's different. I knew the scoring was there, the shot making, but again, the box score numbers only show the totals, the amount of assists, but they don't show the type of assists. These are the type of assists that make you say, okay, this is different. This is different. That is a needle thread pass on a backside between Harrison Barnes and Marvin Bagley in a perfect window where his teammate can go right up and get a bucket. I don't know too many guys, too many young guards who can make a pass like that. Right? For my 2K players, that's needle thread or Hall of Fame. I'll go through it one last time. Boom. In stride, go right up. Perfect. It don't get no better than that. I don't even think you can teach these type of passes. It's just perfect on the money. These are things that, again, a box score just doesn't show when you're looking at a guy like Anfernee Simons. And I know a lot of people are number heavy and they're looking at all the numbers, and the numbers are going up. But those type of plays just don't show up. Again, against the Kings. Pick and roll, kick out. Simple. I'm not always looking for home run plays. It's all about the simplicity. When you're as dynamic of an offensive guard as Anfernee Simons, this is why teams are looking more at dynamic guards who have shooting ability, 3-level scorers, guys who can get to the rim. Because you don't have to always, if you have that much of an offensive arsenal, you don't have to be a gifted playmaker like a Chris Paul or Rondo, because certain things just open up simply for you. You make Harrison Barnes scoot over because he has to come and help on the screener, and you make a simple read, cross-court dot on the money, and Ben McLemore gets right into his shot smoothly with no contest. For an NBA player, NBA shooter, this is not a contest. So again, what I want y'all to do is envision how I'm envisioning it. This is Joel Embiid, right? This is Anfernee Simons. We're going to make this Seth Curry. We're going to make that Seth Curry right there. You do a screen, he has to come and respect Joel Embiid on his potential pocket pass, because that's an opening right there. You have to do that. That's how teams are going to play you. So cool. I can make this pass to Seth Curry. Boom. So now how would you defend this? If you tell him to stay here with Seth, this is a one-on-one with Embiid and Tristan Thompson, and Embiid has the advantage because he gets his pocket pass and stride. He goes right up. That's an easy look. He's only going to foul him, give him an and one. There's not much he'll be able to do right there. And again, that's what you want from a guard like Anfernee Simons. You want him to put enough pressure on the defense where you have options. You get your best player Embiid, easier looks. You get open shots for snipers like Seth Curry, or he can create for himself at the rim with clear-cut looks, which we'll get to his finishing momentarily. Next play. Again, against the Nets. 1-2, comboing, kick out, splash. Okay? But when we break it down, this is what we want to see. Just like against the Heat, all eyes on Anfernee Simons. All eyes on Anfernee Simons. He's doing his 1-2. Tween, to behind the back, cross. Look at Blake Griffin. Inching and inching and inching and inching over into help position. Left hand. Left hand. Right in the shooting pocket. One motion. Splash. These are things that you just can't teach and that don't show up on the box score. The box score doesn't show that this assist was a left hand assist off his offhand right into the shooting pocket, making a defense collapse for an easy look. This guy's generating a lot of points and a lot of easy look for his teammates. One of the last playmaking plays will show against Washington. Again, pocket pass on the money in stride to an easy dunk. Look at that. Right on the money. He has to play him this high because if you watch this game, which you'll probably see clips about what he's shooting in a second, he has to come high. You play back here on drop coverage, he's lighting you up from here. So you have to play that high, and boom, right in stride. Keep his momentum, 1 step, 2 step for a slam dunk home. Don't get no better than that. One of the most underrated parts of Anfernee Simons' game, his playmaking. Next, we got to get to another part that I think has become forgotten about damn near, which is his finishing and athletic ability. That is just beautiful. That's beautiful. I don't even know if that was intentional to put this right up that high on the money. Look how close Okongwu is to getting that block. Literally putting it perfectly off the glass to avoid the chase down and still goes in. That's beautiful. A lot of people over these last few weeks of him, going up, getting these big scoring nights, they forgot this guy is a slam dunk champion. He's athletic. Right? Again, against the Miami Heat, the screen comes. Hezzo, cross step. Excuse me, PJ Tucker. Excuse me. Let's break that down though. This is what I like about it the most. You come off the screen. Who is that? Caleb Martin you got on you. You create the separation. Your shooting ability gets him. Hezzo got him up in the air. Excuse me. Dribble through. Look at that. Look at the amount of space he's dribbling through. Omer, your sevens, arm reach. Caleb Martin trying to hold his arm down. PJ Tucker right in perfect position. And then a side step. Beautiful. Beautiful. Getting right back to his right hand. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. We got to watch that one more time. And fast pace. Look at that. Oh, Hezzo, jump. Excuse me. Beautiful. That's beautiful, man. These are things that you just, I don't know, you're just not finding this type of stuff anywhere. Off the screen, that's a Derrick Rose type finish. That's MVP Derrick Rose-ish type finish. Big man right on your hip. Bring it high. Dip it low away from him. Right above his fingertips. Again, like against a Okongwu and the Hawks. Right above the fingertips, man. Beautiful. We're not done. More finishing. I love this. You get an isolation against Evan Mobley, a guy who's been doing his thing all year defensively as a big. And you go right past him against another big, Jared Allen, his teammate. Protect the ball. Show it high. Bring it low. Use your body to shield yourself from the defender. So he would have to go over your body to get this block, which would be a foul. Use the glass perfectly. It's beautiful. It's brilliance. Against the Sacramento Kings. Transition. Screen comes. Whoop. Excuse me. Alex Lynn floater right above him, over his fingertips. Again, a lot of these plays are just right above him. One thing about Anfernee Simons you'll see is he has great touch and arc, whether it's shooting threes, mid-range, the layups. This is what I love right here, to change of direction between the legs. Throws off Alex Lynn, damn near turns him around, shifts him, and right above the fingertips. Floats it right above him in. Beautiful. Again, against the Sacramento Kings. Screen comes. If you don't watch closely enough, it'll go over your head. This is one of his best finishes in the entire video that I'm going to show. Gets through. Excuse me, Alex Lynn. Excuse me, De'Aaron Fox. Same hand, same leg. Beautiful. Fast pace again. Stop it. Step through. Off the left. With the left. Same hand, same leg. Not a lot of guys doing that. What that tells me, he works on his game. In the summer, he works on his game. Players who are not afraid of unorthodox finishes like this, who make it look so easy, that tells me he's worked on his game. He's practiced this before. He has a bag. Having a bag is about, you don't know when you're going to need something. You never know when you're going to need it, but you have it in your bag just in case. That's what all great scorers have, is a bag. You never know when you're going to need a same foot, same hand finish. But right here, he needed it. Again, gets through the closing of De'Aaron Fox and Lynn on his hip. Steps through. Left leg jump. Left hand finish. Same leg, same hand, man. Beautiful basketball from Anfernee Simons right there. I love that finish. Again, gets the Nets now. Change of speed. Derrick Rose. I'm a big Derrick Rose fan. I'm from Chicago. Derrick Rose, his thing is speed kills. It does. Burst off the speed. Off the screen with speed. Turns the corner. Slows it down. Speed kills, but change of pace and change of speed is even more dangerous. Comes off the screen, super low. Starts off walking. Boom. Burst. Okay, now I'm back slow. And I want y'all to look there at Claxton's legs, right? Because he can shoot, he's trying to slow down and keep up with that potential shot. And look, he's stumbling all over the place. Look at his legs, stumbling. And you get him right there for the floater that he barely can contest, because he don't know if you're stopping for the shot, you slowing down, you want to take the shot. He's throwing off right there. Then you speed back up. Boom. Let's go through that one more time. Slow down. Back up. Dangerous. Elite stuff right here. Again, against the twink, boom. Right over you, Kessler Edwards. Coming down, transition. Tween, boom, boom, cross, bam. We got to do that again. Fast pace. Don't, bang. Floater right over you. Barely contested it. Bucket. Against a MVP, long defender in KD. Again, this is exactly what the Philadelphia 76ers need and don't have currently. Is a guy that you can just throw the ball to with 7 seconds left on the shot clock, right? Instead of having to throw the ball down to Embiid every time, this is a guy who will be able to create his own shot out of nothing and go at guys. One-on-one, cross, finish right above you. Simple. Against the Washington Wizards. Boom. Overplaying me because I done made 5 or 6 threes. You cannot forget, I'm athletic. I'm a former slam dunk champion. Again, I'm picturing this to be an Embiid. If Embiid could be paired with a guard this dynamic like Anfernee Simons, you would have to overplay for the handoff, back doors. It puts so much pressure on the defense that it would open up stuff for a Seth Curry, maybe a Tobias Harris if he was still on the team, or a Robert Covington if he was in a trade with Simons. It would put so much pressure on defenses that it would open up the offense so much more. Spencer Dinwiddie don't want to give Anfernee Simons any opportunity to go get this handoff. So what does that do? That allows a back door. And if Kuzma was where Spencer Dinwiddie was trying to tell him to be, all it would have did was led Robert Covington open for a step-in three. right? But Kuzma misses assignment. Boom. And that's an and one. KCP is not in position to rim protect or stop that. Finish right above him. Brilliant. Now, the other part of his game, his shot making ability off the catch. Hand down, man down. Kevin Huerter, what are you doing? No dribble or nothing. Just straight off the catch. Catch and shooting is something that the Philadelphia 76ers cannot get enough of, and something that they haven't had at the point guard position because of the lack of shooting from my boy Ben Simmons, right? But now, Anfernee Simons not only will take these shots, but he's going to make these shots at a very high level. Again, another situation against the Miami Heat. Boom. They playing zone. Ball got out of hand. It's going to find you again. Open. Ready. Right into a hop. Larry Nance. Back to you. Kill the zone. Hop right into the shot. 1, 2. And ready. 1, 2. Splash. Love it. Again, against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is what I love the most, because you got to imagine Embiid is going to face those type of looks. They're going to double, triple team Embiid at certain times. Embiid needs a guy who can not only catch and shoot. They have that with Seth Curry. But you need a guy on players like this. He caught it, but he also went and created his own shot in that amount of time. Got to have a guy that you can be able to dump it out to when it gets a little too hectic down there for a Joel Embiid type player who's going to face double, triple teams. Make the defense collapse. Good job, Ben McLemore. Catch, shoot. 2 guys close, and it don't matter. Right into the hop. Feet set. Ready. Coach Billups love it. Doc will love it too. Would love it too if they were willing to make the move. I doubt they will. Again, down there in the post. Watch De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox doing what point guards are supposed to do. Guards are supposed to do. He's going down to dig. You want to dig. They're digging on Yusuf Nurkic. Imagine what they would do if this was Joel Embiid. They might flat out just go double. Kick out. You can't even afford to dig with Anfernee Simons. Digging is too much. Just a little dig. He ain't do nothing crazy. And he got back almost in decent enough time. Too much pressure he would put on you if this was Joel Embiid. De'Aaron Fox would just have to go. Buddy would have to play these two. It's too much, man. It's too much. Lock low, bang. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers and I'm Daryl Morey, I'm taking a risk, man. I'm taking a risk. You put this with Joel Embiid, and I'm telling you, you will have different results. You get to switch, right? Kyrie is on them. Automatically, they're gonna double. You can't do that though when you have a guy like this. This is Yusuf Nurkic. This is not even anybody crazy. Yusuf Nurkic is a solid big. Don't get me wrong, but he's not Joel Embiid. He's not Joel Embiid. Nicholas Claxton, what are you doing? You cannot help off that man like that. Right in rhythm, off the catch. 1, 2, splash. Against the Wizards, y'all saw this. A lot of y'all was tweeting me after this. Transition catch and shoot. Just look at the form. Everything is ready, perfect. You can just see that this going in before I'm even showing you. 1, 2. Look at the balance, the rhythm, the form, the follow through. It's a beautiful form. Reminds me of my baby brother EJ's form. Look at that. Incredible, man. Incredible. Off the screen. It's off the catch. You can call plays for him, sets, right off the screen. Montrez ain't there to show at all. Catch, 1, 2, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, the best part of his offensive arsenal, his shot creation ability. Oh my gosh. What are you doing, Clint Capella? Look at that step back. Clint Capella, with that long wingspan, ain't even get a chance to contest it. He's too worried about him taking that and turning a corner on him because obviously he's faster. Push off, step back, 1, 2. Very Damian Lillard-esque. No contest. That step back was so nasty, didn't even get a contest off. Boom. Again against the Hawks. Come up the screen, snake dribble, push off, step back. Oh my gosh. Look at that, man. Look at that. Snake through. He steps back by pushing off of the inside foot, his left foot. Gets his balance. Lifts right over Herder. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. We could teach a class, a scoring class off of his moves. Again, just creating. Ain't nothing there. No screen. He's in no man's land. Snatch back. I wish you'd have made this shot. This separation was so good I had to include it in the video, even though he missed. I just love the fact that look at where he's at. It's just me versus my defender. There's no screen I'm about to get. I have really nowhere to go. He's in good defensive position. It don't matter, though. I'm going to walk him down. Between. Dribble. Snatch back. Look at Herder. Damn near touch the flow. Bodies hit the flow. Hey. Balance. You make some, you miss some. But I love the creation that he's able to provide for himself. Because all it does is open up stuff for others. Lethal. Come on, man. You're 7. You can't play drop coverage. Coach Spo, you can't play drop coverage. Screen. You really gonna give him this much space? This is drop coverage they're playing for whatever reason. I guess they didn't get the memo. It's too late. Coach Spo, he already pointing timeout. You ready? He about to give Omir your 7 a earful on that one. Next, Cleveland Cavaliers. Again, a miss, but I love it. I love the creation against the rookie, Evan Mobley, who's got a lot of love for his defense. He has been good this year. Get him going, slow down, change the direction, change the speed, step back. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. When you can get this much separation against such a long defender, oh, that step back was vicious. Oh, violent, they would say. Oh, that's a $1 million move, penny finish. You know what I mean? Unfortunate miss. Again against the Cavaliers. Come off the screen. Step back. Sidestep, I would say. Sidestep, excuse me. Jared Allen is up. He's so worried about him turning the corner on him with the speed. Good read by Anfernee Simons. He sees that. He just sidesteps, and he's not even in a position to get the contest off. You got Lamar Stevens trying to get a contest. But Jared Allen, look at him. Oh, shit. He tried to play it off. Look, he see him sidestep, and he's like, oh, shit. Money. Type of stuff Philadelphia would love against the Kings. Double screen. Beautiful, man. I love 3-level scores, man. Guys who can finish at the rim, too. But what I love about this, you come off the screen, because you got shooting ability, and they know you can shoot. Marvin Bagley is trying to play the drive, but also trying to give himself enough room to contest for that 3. He's not taking a 3. So now he's preparing for the drive, and Anfernee Simons slows up, changes speeds, and gets right into a mid-range shot so he can barely contest it. Doom. Caught you slipping. That's all I need. There's a slight slither. 1-on-1 against De'Aaron Fox. Drop coverage. What are you doing, Alex Len? You wasn't even in great drop coverage to begin with. You might as well have stayed there. But the drive, the driving ability, the speed, it puts guys on their heels, and you just read. He's on his heels, you just pull up. That's practice. This is practice. This is shooting practice now. Here we go against Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton, 1-on-1. Step back. Money. We didn't have to go through that. I mean, that's just simple. We could just play that one more time for y'all. Ain't nothing to even break down. Just step back, create. He's so worried about my drive. They have to respect it. I'm an athlete. Easy money. Against Brooklyn again. Patty Mills. Y'all know this one. Twing, twing, twing. The circus finish was brilliant, but I mean, the fact, the crossover, the breakdown was incredible. Twing, back twing, twing again, and I'm exploding, I'm gone. Not a lot of guys that can do that. And I don't know how many point guards Philly has had that could do that. Brooklyn again. Giving Brooklyn all the work. Quick pull up. Same thing he did to Marvin Bagley. Right? They don't want to give that 3 up, but they also got trying to respect the drive, and you just stop right on the dime. Being able to stop on the dime, accelerating and decelerating is so pivotal, but then being able to stop on a dime and just pull up like that is brilliant. Right into rhythm, right over the top. DC, Denny Aviva, and Montrez. I don't know what Montrez is doing. It's just giving him a clean look. Montrez is not the best defender. We know that. But he's just backing up, and that's just terrible defense. That's, again, shooting practice. I don't even know what they doing in Washington defensively in this game. This was simple. Step back, off the screen. Excuse me. I don't have to break this stuff down against Washington. He was just letting them have it. Right? He was just letting them have it. Screen, Daniel Gafford, why are you playing that far back? He pretended that Raw Neto didn't even exist. Pull up right there. Excuse me. Splash. Again. Another screen. Daniel Gafford. What are you doing? How are you affecting this play, Daniel Gafford? Look how far you're back. After all the threes he's already made, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's just target practice. What is he doing? Off the screen again. Too late, Kuzma. Gafford, I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, to wrap up the film session, just a few things I noticed with Simons that I think he can have growth in. These type of players right here. Okay, so what we got to remember is Anfernee Simons is still very young. This is a new opportunity that he's in, so he's not used to having this much freedom. He's not used to, having this much experience playing these much minutes, controlling the offense. So he's trying to make home run plays, where sometimes now what experience can show him is just make the simple play, right? Yusuf Nurkic is right there with Trae Young as the rim protector in this situation. Just make that play. And you'll even see when he turns it over, look at Nurkic. What are you doing? Just give it to me. Trae Young is right there. He's the last line of defense. And I think that those type of plays, they're not so much against Anfernee Simons. It's just, again, experience. That's why experience is talked about so much in sports, because, when you're not used to a certain role, you get a little happy and, you know what I mean? You get a little thirsty. Again, same thing. It's nothing against Anfernee Simons. I just think he's not used to being in these situations. He has to be able to recognize, where am I going? There's nowhere he can go. Harrison Barnes is in great position. Alex Len is here. De'Aaron is trailing you. Where can you go? You're going to no man's land. You cannot think that Robert Covington is a good enough shooter to where Harrison Barnes is going to stick to him and let you go right past Alex Len. No. There's nowhere to go, right? Got to clean stuff like that up. Even on a play like this against Brooklyn. You get the screen against Blake Griffin. I'm not mad at the shot. He's showing he can make that shot. He's showing he can make that shot plenty of times. You still got 15 seconds left, right? And what he'll understand over time, experience with this type of role and opportunity, is this shot is always going to be there. Kyrie, Kevin Durant, they're not even caring about Nasir Little. And Nasir Little is a dirty work player. Why not get him a shot early in the first quarter, try to get him rolling and going? Because once he makes a shot, he's going to run through a wall for you. He's going to hustle. He's going to be ready. Get him a shot. Get him involved. Get your teammates involved. That's the next step for Anfernee Simons. You know what I mean? With this type of role, he's going to have to understand getting your teammates going early is only going to open up stuff for you and potentially Joel Embiid if this was with the Philadelphia 76ers. You know what I'm saying? So those are the type of things I wanted to clean up. A couple more plays to wrap us up. Against Washington, same thing. They got a bigger defender on you, right, to challenge you more. So these type of passes won't be available now that you have a bigger defender on you with longer arms, longer reach. This little pocket pass, it's not going to be there. You know what I mean? You got to be able to see that. So take another dribble, and that'll be open because Raul Neto is ready to take a charge. Again, nothing against him. These aren't anything that takes away any of his talent. But he'll learn with more experience and more opportunity. And the last play to wrap up the film session, as a point guard, you have to feel when you're over dribbling or it's been 8-9 seconds and you had the ball. It's just nothing good comes from that. It should feel irregular for you to dribble this much and do nothing. Anytime you're a guard and you're doing all of this dribbling and you're going nowhere, you don't have it there, you got to just be okay with giving that ball up. Once you try to get through, okay, nope, not there, not there. Just dump it off to Yusuf Nurkic and come back around and get it, and you'll get a better angle up here around this area, and it'll give you more room to operate with. You can't be afraid to not give up the ball. It's gonna come right back to you. It's gonna come right back up to you. But again, this is with experience. Opportunity is new. He's still young, and he'll learn and he'll grow shortly from that. So there we have it. Those are the reasons why I would take a chance on Anfernee Simons if I was there more in Philadelphia. His passing ability, his ability to finish at the rim, to shoot off the catch, to self-create. That's a skill set that we haven't seen at the point guard position in Philadelphia since they've had Joel Embiid. I can only imagine the type of options or the amount of pressure that those two could put on the defense together in a pick and roll scheme. Joel Embiid getting doubled or triple team in a post and now being able to kick it out to Anfernee Simons or Seth Curry. Anfernee Simons collapsing the defense or coming off a screen and they have to not play drop coverage and hedge them, and now you put the defense at a disadvantage with Joel Embiid diving off the roll and having the option to kick it out to Seth or finish at the rim. Those are options that they have never had, and they could really utilize and take Embiid's game to a whole nother level. And he's already playing at a high level. And now with no Damian Lillard available, with no Bradley Beal available, and there's not really an even exchange out there on the market for Ben Simmons, take a risk. It will be an easy trade to make. Portland has been trying to get Ben Simmons. They can get him without giving up Dame or CJ. Anfernee Simons won't be as expensive. You can probably get a couple extra pieces to go along with the trade to make the money to match. Bring Rocco, get Larry Nance or something, and really make a run. This would also be a huge statement to Joel Embiid. We believe in your talent. We believe in you. Let's move on from the Ben Simmons situation and let's put ourselves in a chance to take a risk, and it'll pay off big. I understand going from wanting Harden for Ben Simmons, going from wanting Damian Lillard for Ben Simmons to now Anfernee Simons. It doesn't sound right in the headlines, but when you watch the film and you watch this guy play with his new opportunity and role, you guys see all the stardom that I see now. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you disagree, if you agree. If you're new, like I said earlier, hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button. And until next time, this is NBA Weekly. I'm your host, Pee Wee the Plug. Peace.